Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of Titancraft Season 8 here on Tango Tech's Patreon server. And as always, guys, if you want to join us here, all the information you need is down in that description for Tango Tech's Patreon page. So sign up and join us here. It's fantastic, guys. Honestly, best server ever. I will say that. I mean, honestly, only server I've really played on, but it's the best server. You won't regret it. It's fantastic. So many things are happening on this server. If you want unlimited iron, this is a server for you. If you want to see crazy, huge projects, just come over to my base, because it's insane. And all the other bases that are, like, that way, because we're at the end of a tunnel. So, that way. It's fantastic. You'll love it. But I digress. In last episode, we built ourselves a nether tunnel. And we are building Atlantis from Stargate Atlantis. Which is an amazing sci-fi series. I'm honestly rewatching it as I'm building my base right now. So I figured a Stargate-themed nether tunnel would be appropriate. So we have a Stargate as the entrance to our tunnel, and as you enter it, you enter a wormhole that leads you from the Milky Way galaxy into eventually the Pegasus galaxy, because the humans of Earth built a kind of bridge of multiple Stargates. That'd actually be pretty cool to add in there, but I'm not going to do that. We need to build what the humans call Midway Station, and this is kind of the halfway point between the Milky Way galaxy and the Pegasus galaxy, which is right through that portal right there. Well, not that portal, but where that portal's going to be. But I digress. I need to do some stuff and things. In between episodes, I've been mostly gathering sand, because this tunnel right here took a lot of it. It took 12 shulkers, 12 plus shulkers of black concrete, plus another 24 shulkers of glass. So I was down like 30 shulkers, so I needed to replenish our stocks. I only had like 4 shulkers left, so I gathered 27 in between episodes. And then I also dug out all of this netherrack. This was just a block of netherrack at the end of last episode, so I figured in between episodes I would get rid of it. And yeah, so we've got a nice blank canvas to work on. But as I've said, we're going to build Midway Station here. And it's kind of just inspired by Stargate. It looks nothing like the actual Midway Station. Honestly, this place looks more like a traditional kind of temple-y themed Atlantis, but I think it looks good. I like it. It's very gray, a little bit of blues, mostly cyan. Not really cyan, but warped wood. You get what I mean. So I'm just going to start going. And the first step in that is actually just kind of defining the area. I need to lay out some blocks for our floor. And we're going to go with stone bricks for this. And eventually I'm going to cover it with carpet. I just don't have a good supply of it. So first and foremost, I need to raise this up a bit, because this kind of floor here needs to be even with that right there. With that glass. So I'm going to do the outline first. That way you guys can get the sheer scale of this hub. I want to say it's something like 79 blocks long by like 47 blocks wide at its widest point. But it's not like a rectangle or anything. I don't know what it's really like. It's hard to describe what it's like. But let me just shut up and build. That's what you do, Sober. Shut up and build. So let me get some stuff down, and I will be right back. So I finished laying out what is going to be our nice big nether hub. And one thing I forgot to mention is that we're not going to have one portal in this place. We're going to have 6. One for each of the piers of our base, minus the southern pier. That is where our portal gold farm is. So trying to link up another portal there would be a real big pain. And I'm just not even going to try. I'm not going to attempt it. But what I've effectively done here is build a giant mob farm. I came back here a few minutes ago, and there was like 20 zombie piglins here. So, like I said, I think in the last clip, I'm going to carpet this whole room up. I just don't have a good source of wool at the present moment. So, we need to work on that in the future. Maybe next episode. We shall see. Ignore the dirt for right now. It actually helped me count out each of these little sections, because they're a little bit different from each other, and that was honestly easier than counting deep slate or stone bricks. So I wanted to work on each of these kind of wall sections now. I wanted to show you just how quick and easy, and they look good too. So each of these sections is kind of 5 wide, bordered by some gray concrete. So 1, 2, 3, and then we go up one more, and that makes 4. So each of these sections is 5 by 3. You see right there, bam, 5 by 3. The next thing is some deep slate stone bricks, and we just have a little that. and then a little bit of that. And then we're going to make little kind of Stargates is the best way I can describe it. They're just little circular bits just to give it some detail and decoration. That is upside down. There we go. And there and there. And then some slabs just to give it floor and ceiling. And then we go into some cyan terracotta. So that, let's hop up here. Boom, 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 boom. And then we need some light to make this place less dark. So sea lantern with a trap door on it. Simple, easy. Now I got to do that many more times. You can see wherever there's like a doubled up dirt is where one of those kind of dividers is going to go. And seeing as this is a repeating pattern, I like to do it in a certain way, and that is lay all the same block at the same time. So I'm going to use the gray concrete, then I'll probably go back in with the stone bricks, and then the stairs, and then the terracotta, and then the light source. So yeah, I have to do that like 40 times. So I've got my work cut out for me. I've got all my materials right here. Let's just grab as much concrete as I possibly can carry. And I'll be back once this whole kind of first layer is done, because we are going up to a second layer here. And we're going to incorporate a little bit of redstone into that side of things. But I'm getting ahead of myself like I always do. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Little bit of a progress report here, guys. It took me about an hour to get all of this in. It went really, really fast, and then it took another half hour to clear more of the ceiling out. There was a little bit of an overhang that was kind of bothering me, so I got rid of it. So yeah, things are progressing nicely. Now I wanted to delve into a little bit of the lore of Midway Station. So if you envision the Milky Way galaxy would be on that end, the Pegasus galaxy would be on that end, and this is the halfway point in like interstellar space. It's just in a black nothingness of a void. And the humans of Earth, which was that way, and the Pegasus expedition found some stargates throughout the galaxies, and they essentially put them in series. So one gate would dial another and another and another until you arrived here at Midway Station, exited the Earth gate, and then you could walk through here and enter the Pegasus Galaxy Stargate network. So yeah, I'm a nerd, and I fully admit that. You guys heard it before. Huge nerd. I love sci-fi series. They're great and fantastic. Next step for this place, though, is to add a double this up, essentially. Same thing, upper level. And there's going to be a little bit of platforms in these kind of four corner-ish areas that we're going to play with some Piglin Bartering. I explained earlier, I got a bunch of sand in between episodes. But just as my sands were depleted last episode, so has my gravel. And I've got a ton of gold that's just sitting in my storage. So we're going to grab some piglins and do some stuff with them. I've got ideas on how to do it. I'm just not sure where to implement it. I've been thinking in these corners as well. Just maybe on the upper level, maybe on the bottom level. I don't know yet. Maybe along these walls. And the way I'm doing this is fairly ingenious. And it's very, very simple redstone on how we're going to achieve this. So yeah. Sober, shut up and build. That's what I'm good at, just shutting up and building. So when I get back, second level will be up and in, and then we'll discuss how we're going to go about this Piglin bartering. I wanted to give you guys some scale of just how big this hub is. So I'm standing on our wither skeleton farm and looking back at where I've been building for the last few hours. It's big. It's very, very big. And the second level's in. I've got these little platforms in. The only thing left to do is actually cover up the ceiling. And you see my problems here, right? I need that carpet really, really bad. But that's not going to come anytime soon. But for now, what I wanted to do is talk about those little gaps right up there. This is where we're going to do our Piglin bartering. And I've already done the redstone. It's literally simple. Super simple. And I'll even demonstrate for you guys. So all we have here is some redstone dust on some blocks there, a pressure plate, this dropper, and then underneath the dropper there is a redstone torch. So I'm gonna simulate being a piglin inside of here, kind of. Actually, let's not do that. So what's gonna end up happening is I can fill this thing up with golden ingots. I'm then going to add some buttons to our design here, and we're going to place them there and there. And we're going to do this everywhere around our hub, even the spots where there aren't any piglins. That's just to kind of give it some symmetry, aesthetically pleasing. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. So I need to start the system by pressing one of these buttons. It doesn't matter which one because there is redstone dust behind each of them. So once I push that button, it's going to spit out an item. Now, it would be nice if that item didn't get shot out like that. So let's do that, and I think I can even do that technically. Let's see. So item got spit out. I should be able to grab it. Yep. And then it automatically is spitting out a new one because it lands on the pressure plate and it re-triggers the cycle. It's simple, easy. Now, because it's a... For me, if I were to stand here just constantly, another one's going to get spit, and then the system... I thought the system would stop. That's actually a good thing. The piglins won't pick them up as often as I can, so I'm not super concerned about that, and it doesn't look like I need to be concerned about it. So, yeah, that's great and all. Now the next step is just to grab some piglins. They're spawning in here, but they'd be very much a pain to get them into the little holding cells. So I'm going to utilize this Crimson Forest we've got going on over here. And I need 6 of them in total. So I need to do some scaffolding bits out that way. And I'm actually... I was just making sure you weren't going to bite me, dude. Because you got a buddy over there that isn't zombified. I'm actually probably going to do this far side first. And we may have our first contestant. We don't, though, because I don't have any name tags. So I need to do that. So I need to rig up this side here to make it look like that. And then I actually need to do some storage, too. The gas have been real out here, guys. I'm not even joking. Anyway, I need to do some storage. I think I'm just going to hide it. I'm not going to have it visible from inside of here. Probably just going to put it behind this wall. And it's probably just going to be some huge dump chest kind of thing. I'm not going to sort it at all. I mostly just need that gravel. Everything else, I can figure out a destruction mechanism later on. That's actually relatively simple. So give me a couple more hours, and this place should be finalized. And then I want to do kind of like a full-scale test. Fill up each of those droppers on both sides with 9 full stacks of golden ingots, and then just run it and see how long it takes, because I'm not sure how long it'll be, and then 2, kind of see our output. I should get more gravel and blackstone than anything, and the gravel's really the only thing I need. So we'll see how that goes, because I've never played with Piglin Bartering before. Every single season I say I'm going to do it, but I never have, and I just keep hearing gas. Every season I say I'm going to do it, I just never do. This season, I actually need all the gravel, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll be back once everything's in place, and then we can run the test and go from there. So it took a little time, a little too much time to get all these piglins in place. They were pains, hence all the kind of maze of scaffolding of netherrack I've got all around. But I've got 6 of them, and 6 is what we need, at least for now. There is room for expansion of this place, and I've got tons of gold on me. To kind of start this process. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load up everything. We're gonna load up all 6 of these stacks of gold blocks into these droppers, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get. You can see I've got, let's not do that. Instead, let's do that. I've got some redstone-y stuff back here. Not really redstone, just hopper lines going into chests, because there's no filters? That's a word. Filters back there to do anything with. I'm more curious on how long it's going to take all of these guys to go through essentially what is a stack of golden blocks. So once I do this, which number 5 and then number 6, let's do that again. There we go. So now all of them are primed and ready to go. So I just need to hit these buttons here. Yep, there we go. It's working. He's looking at the stuff. The goods, as it were. There he is. Yep. So I'm gonna run a test. I want to see how long. Hi, buddy. Oh, you got lucky today. I want to run a test. I want to see how long it's gonna take for these 6 droppers, to empty, essentially. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna clean things up. I need to. Hi, buddies. I need to get rid of all this netherrack here, and I want to put the roof on this thing. I've got some slabs in the shulkers down there, but I'm more concerned about what these guys over here and over here are going to do. So hopefully it's a decent amount of gravel, because I need it. I need lots of it, but we'll see, because honestly, I don't know. Like I said before, I keep saying I'm going to do Piglin Bartering every season, and I never do. So I don't know if I need more of these guys, less of these guys. I mean, less isn't going to happen. More would be the only option. But that would need to be figured out at a future date. So for now, I'm just going to shut up and sit. Not building. There's no building right now. It's just kind of building, because I need to put the roof on this thing. But that's mind-numbing and monotonous. So yeah, I'll just come back. I'll come back. I'll let you know the results. So it took right around 2 hours for all of our piglins to go through their, droppers worth of gold, which was fine. I didn't know how long it would take. I think I looked it up online though, and it should have been a little bit less than that. And maybe it's just server settings, TPS, paper being paper. It took a little bit longer than 2 hours though since recordings because I messed up the ceiling. Like, how could I mess up something so simple? You forget that little bit of deep slate trim is how you do it. I was about to record again, and it looked off, and I couldn't quite place it, and then it hit me. That bad boy right there. I did one other thing, though, before I show you the results of this 2-hour-long test. I put a little kind of zombie pigman catcher in here. Now, this isn't going to be permanent. I just need carpet, and I don't have it to spawn-proof this place, so it's a nice little kind of passive gold area. I don't know how much use it's going to get, but it literally took me 5 minutes to do. It's literally just a couple drop shoots down into some soul sand with some wither roses on top of it. But enough of that. Let me show you why I'll probably never build a piglin trading hall again. So I think I showed this last clip. Just some dump chests. They all just go into one hopper line. Everything kind of filtered into this slice, and very little, if anything, made it over here. So I took most of the things out that kind of people would want from a farm like this. So spectral arrows, I don't really have a use for it because I use an infinity bow, which I actually just had to make a new one because mine was pretty shot. So spectral arrows, cool, nice. Soul sand, which honestly, soul sand's easy to come by, so not really that big of a deal. Not using blackstone this season, so don't really need any of that. The gravel, the one thing I needed. Kind of a wah-wah kind of moment, don't you think? Like a single chest worth. A single chest and a bit over there. Ah, hi, buddy! This is why we need to spawn proof. Let's just happy little accident. That's all it is, sober, happy little accidents. Anyway, yeah. Same over here. Not a whole lot of difference, just over a single chest of gravel over here. So, I will probably never ever build a zombie piglin farm again. But you know what? We did it, and, sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination. Why? No! No, you! Like I said, journey, destination, and arrows in the arm. I'm done. I need to get out of here before I die. Until next time, you guys have a good one.